Okay. Checking things on the YouTube side. They don't seem to be working. Okay, there we go.
Mr. Becker wasn't happy when he heard about your little trip to Highland Park. But between you and me, what you did was quite impressive. Maybe it wasn't an authorized mission, but it can still give us an idea of how your systems are holding up. So, let's see how you did.
Yay.
Thank you for your cooperation. What's all the commotion?
Sorry, not doing much of anything right now. I swear this is an actual stream. Assuming anyone was even watching this early, but I kind of woke up and I didn't really have much else to do. I don't feel like having breakfast this early. It's 4 a.m. local time where I am. I got up at like 3:30, or I woke up at 3:30 and then I got up at about 4. Well, when is the time then, Doctor? Sergeant. Oh, he's probably a captain.
You all know the procedure.
Oh, he's a sergeant.
Officer Cecil will gather Briggs' belongings and deliver them to the family. They asked for a small funeral, so I expect everyone to give the family space.
Briggs was one of us. We should at least do something to honor him.
Best thing we can do is get those butchers that did this to him. I want to see everyone in the briefing room in 10 minutes. Now back to work.
Hey, Murphy. You've been to the hospital, haven't you? How's Lewis?
Unconscious, but stable.
She'll pull through. I'm sure of it.
It's time to hold OCP accountable. This can't keep happening.
Relax, Kaplan.
He's not wrong.
How many more of us have to end up in the hospital or a morgue before we do something?
It's like Sarge said, we need to get the guy who did it, so maybe let's focus on that? Speaking of which, there's someone who might know something. There's a guy in the jail that wants to talk to you, Robo.
Oh, that guy.
See you later in the briefing room.
I might go in here, I get some extra missions. Oh, well, I should go and, anyways, I hope if anyone is seeing this, hope you're having a good, I don't know what time it is where you guys are, but like I said, yeah, it's 4:15 where I am. And my body is still, like, on China time. I thought it would have recovered quicker than it has, but it hasn't. So I'm kind of stuck in this thing, which is great because not only was I planning on watching something late tonight.
Not again. Why am I always the one that has to do it? It's not fair.
What is it, officer?
Huh? I didn't realize I was talking out loud. It's just that I need to hang Briggs's picture on the memorial wall. It's just a lot. Hey, would you be so kind and help me? All you have to do is find Briggs's photo in the database and print it out. Just make sure to hang it straight. Otherwise, I won't hear the end of it from Sarge.
This is gonna be like a mini game. Well. Oh good, it's not making me go. Wait, it's gonna make me go through the whole thing? Look at the size of this fucking thing. Just put him on the death wall. That's always fun. I like how this Robocop can go upstairs, whereas the real one couldn't. Okay, how the fuck are we supposed to reach up there? Oh.
Thanks, Murphy. I still need to go get his stuff, so, I'm gonna take care of the desk, but could you get his belongings from his locker?
We're just supposed to know which one, I guess they'll tell us. Sorry if I do sound a little bit out of it. Like I said, it is early, but I just can't get back to sleep and figure do something different. See if maybe there's some people up here now.
You can put everything in the box. I'll make sure his family gets it.
What the fuck is with that cup? Yo, look how big that cup is. That is... Excuse me, it's like the size of the... Jesus. Yeah, compare it to the baseball.
I usually do all of this alone, and it doesn't get any easier no matter how many times I do it. But having you share this responsibility with me, it actually helped. Thank you, Murphy.
Having you do all the annoying work made it easier. Wow, what a shock. Like, okay, pal.
Welcome back, Robo. You have a minute? First of all, I wanted to say I'm sorry that I hesitated back at that steel mill. I already filed a report on the incident to Mr. Becker.
Fucking rad.
As I was writing it, I'd noticed a lot of opportunities to better myself. But considering that was our first mission together, it wasn't all bad, right?
There are plenty of places to improve.
That's actually something I wanted to ask you about. I've been getting to know different aspects of being a cop, and there's one thing that I keep underperforming at. It's shooting. Would you mind showing me how you practice at the range?
Yes, practice makes perfect. Let us not waste any more time.
You want to go now? Yeah, great. Let's go.
Yeah, which of course makes all the sense in the world, considering.
There's my favorite law enforcement officer.
Considering I use my own gun.
love the smell of this room.
Still love this
Should
thing.
we
Looks
start?
like a fucking old school
First, I
punk
want to watch you
controller.
practice. Can I come in now? Help myself. That was awesome.
It is not.
God damn it.
I took so many notes.
Next time, do it quietly. Eliminate distractions. Being overeager is one of them.
Ah, so that's the actual lesson. Now I get it.
Is your service weapon properly prepared?
I was issued this old gun and serviced it according to the manual.
I will try it out.
Sure thing. There you go.
Have to use a real gun. Yeah, doesn't the gun like not work right?
Huh. Is everything okay?
Your service weapon is broken.
How nice.
I calibrated it. I did everything the manual said.
It is beyond repair. They must have issued it to you by mistake.
Yeah, by mistake.
I don't think that's entirely true. Other cops give me a hard time because Mr. Becker hired me to monitor you. But I guess that's the way it has to be.
A cop must be ready. Get a different gun.
Sure. Thank you, Robo.
Hello, Parker Lewis.
Why are you in this cell?
I come here to think sometimes, and the food is better than in the soup kitchen.
That is called freeloading.
If it's free, I'll take it. But seriously, I was hoping to see you. I heard what happened to Briggs. After everything he did for me, I'll do whatever I can to help you catch that Wendell guy. He seems pretty good at pitting people against each other. Maybe I'll find some of his dissatisfied customers who'd be willing to talk to me.
It could be dangerous.
You kidding? On the streets, I'm a samurai. Well, with Briggs dead, it probably makes me more of a...
You are not a Ronin.
Yeah, okay. Just remember, if you need anything, I'm your guy.
Okay, pal. Favorite soda? Fizz. Might be pulled away in a second, like I'm not the only one up.
Thanks to Robocop's insubordination, we finally have something concrete.
At your service.
Wendell Antonowski struck a deal with the street vultures at Highland Park.
A place where, for some reason, we weren't supposed to go.
Be that as it may, we're on the lookout for anyone from this biker gang. We also know what he's looking for.
Yeah, dead bodies.
Dead bodies whose brains are still intact, to be precise.
Wow.
Oh, I sound. It's probably because of because it's
Why would he
early.
need 'em?
My
We'll
voice
get
sounds
to the
like
whys,
it's a
but
bit
for
more
now,
congested.
we need to focus on catching Spike. He's our connection to Wendell
Got some throat
Antonowski.
stuff going on.
Since they know we're
it's
onto
more
them,
just
I'm
kind
expecting
of
them
a
to be
slight
in
illness thing. Or it might be that my
They're not
mic
hiding.
settings got changed.
Put on channel 9.
But it's probably more of the former. I recently did an
What in the
upgrade
hell?
of OBS, and when that happens, oftentimes the settings get all screwed up.
I repeat, OCP Bank is being robbed by the notorious street vultures. We'll keep trying to get closer for a better view.
But yeah, I woke up at like 3:30, and then it was 4 o'clock, and I was like, screw it, I'll just wake up. That probably wasn't the only one though, too. Like, all my kids were up as well, which also isn't great because I can't have them getting up at like, 2 in the morning when they have
All right,
school.
everyone back up. I want you all to be at SWAT's disposal.
Sergeant, am I back on the case?
I don't think Becker will give me grief if I let you go save OCP's money. You're reinstated. Everyone, move out!
Yeah, I'm back from China now, and I was on the time difference there is 12 hours. Hey, welcome, Valentine.
Hey now.
I wasn't sure how many people were going to show up to a stream that happened at 4 in the morning local time, but I figured why not. But yeah, I just came back from China and we had a 12-hour time difference, so my body still isn't fully adjusted. I passed out at like 8 o'clock yesterday.
Oh,
Last
look at
night,
that.
we all did. We're
One
trying
of
to
the
watch a
cops was
movie.
actually bothered
We
to
just
show up.
fucking,
No need. SWAT's got it covered.
What is the
all got,
situation?
we all passed out.
Vultures came up with the great idea of robbing the OCP bank. They've got hostages, and they claim there's a bomb. They must be crazy to think that OCP will just let them leave with their money.
Was there any sighting of Spike?
Not yet. But I'm sure they wouldn't pull such a stunt without their leader.
I might have to go and get a tea in
the
a few
plan?
minutes. I don't want to get coffee this
Let
early.
me make this clear. It's SWAT's plan. You're no part of it.
Yeah, I'm only.
You are going to need a new
Yeah, I was about to say,
plan.
I'm fucking Robocop.
With this buggy brain of yours, you think you still remember how to put the heat on them scumbags?
I prefer to serve justice cold.
I think this is another one of those kill more people things.
Let's show our metal friend.
Oh, he's gotta kill more people than them to get the bonus. Fuck, OCP's kicking my ass. You ribbing me, dog?
Captain, entrance clear. Well done. Robocop, open the gate for the Ed 209 units. We'll secure the area.
But yeah, it's China was it was a trip. I did a stream about it yesterday, but yeah, I'm not saying I regret going, but I am saying that I don't see myself going back there even if money wasn't an object, which it definitely is, and that's part of it too, but I have no intention of going back anytime soon. I was even like on the way back when I got in the airplane back into America, I was playing there's a song from Less Than Jake called Never Going Back to New Jersey, and I just replaced China with the words. I was kind of burned out with like just everything with that. I love how they're just walking straight ahead towards ED-209s.
I can see your bank job turned out to be quite intense. And 209s behaving themselves?
So far, so good.
You should be heading towards the vault. It's through the office area.
Yeah, there's no way I'm winning this competition now. Yeah, it was close. We'll see. Oh, but they can't go upstairs.
In lockdown mode in front of you. Find a way to get past it. Try finding the weakest spot in the wall around the gate and breach through that.
Oh, how convenient. That was kind of unfair. Going to keeping it close. You have to like burst ahead past these guys, or else you have no chance. Well, I'm within 5, yay.
I knew you were gonna lose. Our line of work is about the team. Tech.
Oh, shut up. But yeah, it was a fun trip. I mean, it was like, you know, like a trip. I was in so many different places. I was in like 5 different places in China. It was insane. We went on a plane at least like 5 times. Took a bullet train to Guangzhou.
Robocop, I've received information that the bank manager is held hostage in the vault.
Where exactly is it?
Find the manager's office, and we'll go from there. It's at the far end of the office area.
Good old letter to be framed. I don't remember this. I barely remember this mission at all. In case it's not obvious, I'm doing I'll get a new game plus on this. Hence why I could just go and mow down
Your
everyone.
presence here is unauthorized.
So is depriving thousands of people of a roof over their heads. But OCP doesn't seem to mind that.
What?
Explain.
Delta City. A heaven on earth that OCP plans to build in place of old Detroit? A city of the future where there is no crime or poverty. Do you believe the commercials?
Fighting a private crusade against OCP can cloud your judgment.
Facts and experience help me keep my head straight.
Oh, family.
In order to create
wife
Delta
is Chinese.
City, OCP must
Like,
first get rid of people who
Man,
live in old Detroit.
she originally came over
Now
from
that's
China
a topic
when she
I'd rather
was
do a story on than you
in her
glitching.
mid-20s. And
OCP
then
offered
we
these
met
people investment
here.
in the project. The value of their
You know, I would
property
never just
cover the cost
go
of
there
entering
without
the
like a
business.
purpose or be like, oh,
The
I want to
later
go on a
gains
vacation
will
to
far
China.
outweigh the cost. Supposedly.
You do not believe that.
It's OCP. There must be a catch, and I think I found it. The documents say something about additional costs. I believe that's a loophole that OCP placed in order to scam people out of their homes.
That is only suspicion.
And I need time to prove that my suspicion is true. Time and some of these documents I found. If you detain me, the SWAT jerks will requisition them.
Good intentions do not release you from obeying the law. You are now detained.
You're going to let OCP scam innocent people. You're nothing more than a police manual on metal legs. They may call you Murphy, but you're nothing like that.
Ooh.
He's dead. The documents here say that his wife is getting a widow's pension. Do you think OCP would do that for a cop who's still alive?
Take her away.
I've never played, like, so the first time I played this, I did, like, the nicer answers, whereas this one I'm doing,
Now look for a switch that
what
unlocks
is
the
it,
doors that lead to the vault.
I'm the OCP
If I was
shill.
a bank manager, I would probably ask for that switch to be installed somewhere around my desk. Now, take the doors behind the desk and turn left. The way to the vault should be open now.
Yay. I don't remember what's here. Is it a boss fight, or... Yeah, hearing my voice now, yeah, it does sound a bit messed up.
My grateful employer of his hard-earned savings. We're opening this vault with or without your help, you old nut. Robocop! I knew our founder would send his best.
Oh.
We're not done yet. Mr. Becker, you're still alive.
I only played dead, so I didn't end up like you, with a bomb strapped to my body.
Robocop, you have to defuse it. The explosion could cause the company enormous losses.
Oh no. Hold on.
An opportunity for an ambitious officer.
I'll be watching you from a safe distance.
Officer Washington, I am looking at a ticking bomb.
A bomb? Okay, I'm passing you through to the bomb squad.
There is no time. I will need your help to defuse it.
Gosh, I mean, I'll do my best, but...
I wish you just had enough engineering to where you could just be like, okay, it's done.
Are you looking for a bomb defusing chapter in the police manual?
Found it. First rule, call qualified personnel. Oh, no. Okay, tell me what you see.
I see a bomb. What do you think I see?
Four connectors with different voltage.
What's the highest voltage?
24 volts.
But, yeah, and it was quite... Oh, yeah, no, speaking of China, I'm repeating some stuff from yesterday, but I don't know if you heard about that, earthquake that happened in where was it, in Taiwan, in Asia. I was there for that. Well, okay, I take that back. I wasn't there for the actual earthquake. I was there for the aftershocks. I was in the airport because we had like a 10-hour layover there,
green,
which
two
was
reds and blue.
Quite a thing.
4 cables? Got
and I remember there was one point where we're just sitting getting food, and my girls were going to the bathroom, and all of a sudden, like, it got really loud, and it was like a train was going by. Everything just started shaking, and I was like, holy fuck. I mean, it wasn't that intense, and I kind of gauged it based on how the rest of the room was.
Affirmative.
Hold on. I think it's like...
So they used this kind of bomb before. According to the diagram, you should detach 3 cables. Start from the one with the highest voltage, then proceed down one at a time to the one with the lowest voltage.
There are 2 different color 12-volt cables. Which one do I detach first?
Okay, maybe this isn't the time, but I'm colorblind.
There is one way to be sure. I will safely detonate the bomb.
So, you could have done that straight away?
I thought you may learn something here.
It was just a minor incident. Ready to get back to business? Because I need to make a withdrawal. Like, now.
Wait, don't they see that there's like nothing in there?
Nonsense. This is OCP. Money comes first. Now, open the vault.
There you go, sir.
But here's the thing, though. So,
Great. Now out of my way.
whoa.
What? What?
What
One
the
cold.
hell is this? Where is all the money?
Our founder has most of our capital tied up in a very ambitious and resource-heavy project.
No, I'll get into my point in a minute.
Can't believe old man's blowing all of OCP's money on Delta City.
Have some respect, young man.
Tunnels, back with the money in the next. We're leaving.
You should be proud to work for such a great man.
At this rate, soon there might be no one left to work for him. See what I'm talking about?
I love the gun just floating too, by the way. So after that earthquake hit, that kind of fucked me up for the rest of, not because like, oh my god, I was in that earthquake, but because if you recall, so that earthquake happened, then they had an earthquake in fucking New Jersey, of all places, then they had another one in California. So my brain, like, constantly my paranoid brain has that in its mind, like, the entire time. So in the back of my mind, throughout this entire trip, I'm like, don't let there be an earthquake, because I'm staying in these different buildings, and I'm on, like, the fucking, like, 8th floor, 12th floor, 4th floor, like, not ground level. And then, so there's always this thing of like, oh no, what if, like, there's an earthquake that's gonna happen? Which I know, at the end of the day, was paranoid and proved to be nothing. But at the time, though, it did seem at least somewhat plausible. I never would have thought of that had I not experienced that on the way there. Well, I mean, other than that, if you don't count that one school incident, they're fine with their building things. What was that? I think it was in Szechuan. There was that thing years ago where that school collapsed and like killed like the entire village's like children, and the people got all up in arms. And the government basically shut them up about it.
Follow them into a tunnel.
So that's how they must have gotten here in the first place.
Oh yeah, and you believe too, I was on my best behavior there because so I was all sorts of kind of freaked out about well, that was the other thing too. Speaking of skyscrapers, I went to in Guangzhou, that's not the Renton Tower. Of course, it's not the Renton Tower. It's the hold on, let me get the name again. The Canton Tower. I was at the Canton Tower, which is, it's 604 meters high. Okay. And I'm already afraid. In fact, I only went because my family wanted to go, even though it turned out to be incredibly underwhelming. The only thing I can say that was good about it, as opposed to like the Empire State Building, was the fact that this guy's. It was the fact that there was no line. We went on like a Tuesday or something to go to it. But yeah, you can definitely bet when I'm staying at the top there, and already freaked the fuck out, and then in the back of my mind it's like, my god, if something happens. None of those guys have died. But yeah, I mean, when you're in China, like, doesn't instill confidence. Well, they claim with that power, apparently my daughter or someone had heard that, like, it was built to withstand, like, I don't know, but whatever number, like a 8 earthquake or whatever. But even so, it's like, well, I don't care what the fuck you guys say. If you're wrong, what the fuck am I gonna do about it? And also, regardless, that thing happens, you know, you're on the top there. And also I was messed up too because I was on some Boeing airplanes, and you know how Boeing has had their, you know, 4 issues of like building their planes with like fucking toothpaste and spit lately. So of course I'm all paranoid about that as well. But luckily most of my stuff was Airbus, so didn't have too much reason to be worried, but every once in a while I'd be like, ah, fuck. Didn't get any food poisoning though, at least. I didn't get traveler's diarrhea. I got that the first time I went, which was kind of fun. I just ran in my way there. Oh yeah, one funny story now that I'm talking about this thing. So, I went to all different places. There was one time I went to this arcade there, right? Like, and it was like, well, you know, it's about as much as a modern arcade can be, where most of the games are like stuff you can't do at home, like whether it's driving or shooting stuff. But so anyways, they had this sniper game. It said it was Sniper Elite, but it had like almost nothing to do with that, because I'm pretty sure Sniper Elite is meant to be like a real sniping experience where like you're waiting and measuring air thing, you know, like there's a whole bunch of variables you have to take into account before you actually shoot. Well, with this one, it was more just like, this was more akin to like Operation Wolf, or just, I wouldn't say virtual cop, but just like a standard, you know, rail shooter. And my son and my nephew were playing it, and then I decided, I'm like, what the fuck, I'll play some. And apparently I played so well, like, I was able to do like 2 levels. I didn't die. It was where like the game eventually goes and yells at you and says like, okay, asshole, put in some money, or put in some more money to continue. One of those things. And the fucking guy who was there, or one of the workers, was like watching me in like awe. I think he was like, oh, it's an American. Clearly he knows how to use guns. Like, I'm sure that's what he was thinking, because I was getting like headshots everywhere and all this stuff. And while I was knocking all these guys off early and getting all these bonuses, I kept extending my time.
Why did Wendell Antonowski send you here? This was a suicide mission.
We no longer deal with that arrogant prick. We had an agreement. We held our end of it, and apparently it slipped his mind to pay us for our services. Well, that didn't sit well with us, so now we're out to get what we're owed.
The only thing you are owed is a prison cell.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm a vulture. I need my
Look at
space.
his arm.
I'll see you around, cop.
See how it's like a resetting animation, or a looping animation.
There he is! Take our pensions.
Before the attack, we all thought our money would be safe at the OCP bank.
Yeah, glad we got Murphy on our team.
Do what? Confirm that it's not there.
I have pertinent information regarding the case.
We'll get to that, Murphy. But right now, it's time for your psych evaluation.
Oh
Becker
boy.
will chew my ear off if I don't make sure you take part in it. So go. Dr. Blanche is already waiting in the observation room. Once it's over, join us in the briefing room.
Isn't there someone in? Nope. But yeah, I mean, overall, it was well, because to me the alternative was at first it wasn't planned for me to go. My wife was kind of like, "Oh yeah, we're going."
Piece of junk taser blew the fuse when I tried to charge it.
What? But my thing was like, because they went for like
Robocop,
almost
is that
3
you?
weeks. I'm like,
I can't see anything.
I am standing in front of you, Officer O'Neill. Is there a problem?
yeah, there's no light.
OCP skimps on everything when it comes to the police. Fired our
Police.
maintenance guy to reduce their costs, so now we are literally in the dark.
We need to get the power back on.
I am equipped to deal with such situations.
Follow the cables. They should take you to the fuse box.
But yeah, basically, they were like, "Oh, they were not going to take me," and I'm like, "Well, that means that my family's going to be away from me for like 3 weeks." So I kind of jumped on at the last minute, but it was an awful time to go in terms of, well, I guess with like wrestling and stuff too. That didn't. Hold on, where the fuck does this wire go? I had problems with this the first time I did this. Okay. That's not it. Where's... Okay, here we go. Could you just show that to me again one more time? Are you fucking ribbing me? I'm gonna have to rewind my own stream to see what this is. Fuck's sake. Okay, so... Okay, how am I supposed to know what the correct order is? Oh, okay. Okay, so doing it on the stream didn't... That wasn't the correct answer. I thought when they showed the thing on the side that was what the... Ah, move. There we go. The one thing of why I'm probably not going to go back anytime soon, it had nothing really to do with China itself, it has to do with the fact that, like, when you go to another country and you don't speak the language, you're beyond fucked. And what I mean by that is, I mean, I don't just mean... hold on. Wait, don't I need to go to, Yeah, I need to go get evaluated. I mean, obviously, yes, if you go into, like, a foreign country, you can't speak the language, you're kind of fucked. But even with my wife there, who obviously does speak the language and speaks it well, like...
Oh, that's Detroit's shining beacon of hope.
Thanks for the help, Murphy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thanks for doing something that any of you all could have done. But basically, the issue was that, like, I couldn't really communicate with anyone. I mean, I could speak a little bit of Chinese, but, like, in terms of, like, having, like, a conversation or anything, like, no. And what really made things... and I got into, like, a couple of spats with the missus over this. But, like, they wouldn't speak... Here's my logic, and maybe this is just my retarded ADHD...
I'm afraid
no
not.
subtlety
Looks like OCP's
view,
really cutting costs
but
where it
like,
can.
okay,
God knows what they'll cut
if you have a
next.
conversation, or if you have a bunch of people around, and there's two languages you can speak, and there's one language that everyone speaks, and there's another language that only some of the people speak, in my mind, the answer's simple. You speak the language everyone can fucking speak. But apparently that wasn't the case, and instead they were like, oh, well, there's some things we can't say in the thing, and meanwhile I'm saying back to them, I'm like, well, there's a lot of fucking things I can't say in Chinese. And so I would just be sitting there seeing people having conversations, whether it's about me or not, like right in front of me, and I can't participate. And it was annoying me because I'm like, this is all of your guys doing. Like, if they didn't speak English, like there were some times where no one spoke English, and I'm like, okay, fine, I'm not going to go and complain about that. Or at least not as much. But that got
Robocop.
annoying because,
Congratulations.
yeah, I couldn't really go and
I've seen
communicate.
your accomplishment on TV. I hope that I'll manage to remain professional despite sitting opposite a celebrity. How do you feel about being acclaimed as a hero again?
It helps if the criminals know that they should fear me.
I suppose it makes your job easier. I'm sure you'd love to share this accomplishment with Anne Lewis. You've seen her at the hospital, haven't you? How is she?
She is stable.
You cherish that relationship, don't you? She's an important part of your life. Your past life, too.
She is.
Just like your family. You're very protective of your past.
OCP cut me off from my family.
And how do you view their decision to separate you from them?
They would not want to see me like this.
Perhaps not. But the alternative isn't much better. Nevertheless, you still think about them, don't you? What comes to mind when you try to remember your family?
Pain.
I see. Memories can be painful. Especially
Wow.
when they're connected to the ones you love. They tend to remind us of what we're missing. The thief that broke into my house I mentioned before? He was my brother. He was an addict who'd come over to steal things to sell so he could buy drugs. As you can imagine, my last memory of us together is not a happy one. But despite that, I still wouldn't want to lose it. It serves as a reminder of how I failed him. And I've been trying to rectify it ever since.
I
What
do
you
not
just
remember
said
my family.
is one
I
of the
can
most
only
insanely
feel them.
idiotic things I have
These
ever heard.
feelings, how do they manifest themselves?
As system failure. But OCP sees them as obstacles that need to be removed.
And now you're afraid that they sent me here to convince you they are right?
Did they?
What you need to understand is that regardless of outside influences, my client's well-being takes highest priority. Especially now that I understand how important these memories are to you. I will fight for you in every way I know how. If you let me. I think this is a good place to end this session.
Yes,
Thank
I
you for your
agree.
honesty. It certainly has been noted. I've got plenty to think about for now.
I just hope that my sleep, because there's a pay-per-view tonight. That's another reason why there's no LWA tonight. I'm doing well, we're not doing anything. I'm going and gonna watch attempt to watch the pay-per-view. Hopefully someone will, you know, find a stream of it, if you know what I mean. But I wanted to watch as much as I can, and if I'm already up now, and this thing is gonna go till like fucking midnight, because they always do, I'm gonna have to pray that I can get a decent nap in.
Yeah, just keep following the road.
But the road ends here.
What was that? Oh, you're breaking up.
Am I? I'm hearing you clearly.
Oh my god, what a lemon.
You two seem to be enjoying yourselves.
Just having a little fun with our fellow dispatcher.
Don't worry, I'm sure the kid has a sense of humor. It's just a little blue hazing. And he's an OCP stooge anyway.
You're not going soft on us, are you, Murphy?
OCP is never to be trusted.
That's what I'm saying.
You know that he runs to Becker with a stack of papers every time you two talk, right? He's a rat.
We're just looking out for you, Murphy.
All right. The situation at the bank was contained in a relatively smooth fashion.
Yeah, if you say so, it only took 5 ED-209s
When
and
it's
fucking
their money on
Robocop
the
to
line,
do it.
OCP will send Robocop, the entire SWAT team, and a bunch of Ed-209s that actually work.
Anything else?
Wendell Antonowski no longer deals with the street vultures.
That's right. There's been a rift in their midst, and I want to know why.
Spike has proven to be talkative, under suitable conditions.
That's why I want you all to head to the city and do some actual police
God, it's only
work.
5 o'clock.
We
I feel
need
like
to
it should be
find
6.
Spike. The attack on OCP Bank was a desperate move. I'm sure there's plenty of theories floating around. So we need to listen to what the streets are saying to find where
I'm
the
gonna
vultures
step
are
away
hiding.
for a minute.
I know someone
Won't be
versed
too long.
in street talk.
Talk to him. And, oh, I almost forgot. Murphy, once you're downtown, the old man wants to meet with you.
Oh, the old man himself? What an honor.
Yeah, he's the closest Detroit has to real-life royalty. Maybe for saving him all that money, he'll knight you or something.
Enough. Head downtown, ask around, and most importantly, find Spike.
Robocop! Over here! You wouldn't want to make the mayor of Detroit wait, would you?
May I help you, Mr. Mayor?
Oh, it's me who's gonna do the helping. You know John Mills, I presume? The OCP puppet who's gunning for my seat as mayor? I've heard from a reliable source that he's planning to make you the highlight of his election bid. Judging by your expressive face, he hasn't talked to you about it yet, huh? That's what I figured. What a slimy bastard. using your image to influence the good people of this city. And without your consent, but you know that I've always appreciated.
I would like to hear his arguments.
Just be careful. He's a snake oil salesman that will say whatever it takes to gain your support. I need to go. Campaign season is busy, but let me leave you with one word of advice. Whatever you do, make it clear that you are not siding with Mills. You can be sure that they'll twist your every word and use it against you. That's what OCP does.
Good.
Talk, Robocop. Say no to Delta City. Vote for the neighborhoods. Vote for Kuzak.
Oh, wait, none of those people seem like they would be good as a mayor. Anyways, I'll be right back. This will be a short break. Need to just check on some stuff and also make a little something to drink. Non-alcoholic, of course. Or am I?
What?
No, I'm not. Don't worry. And we're back. I gotta say this though too though about the trip. You know what the fucking well, 2 MVPs of the trip. My Steam Deck. My God, and also I almost really fucked up because. Huh?
I'd tell him all about how the OCP is fucking us over.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't say a word if you actually met him.
Why? Did you meet him?
Last year's Thanksgiving parade, I was part of a column dedicated to protecting his dog.
What? How come this is the first time I'm hearing this? Officer Ramirez, a licensed dog walker.
Shut up, Kaplan.
Anyways, I almost screwed up because when I went there, I forgot with offline mode on the deck because that's me too. Obviously, I couldn't check in on the thing because it's China.
Hey, Shiny. Got a job for you.
Oh, you do, pal.
How are you feeling after the incident at the bank?
Who gives a shit? I heard that you're heading to the city.
Who gives a shit?
Once you're out there, I want you to check one apartment for me. There's suspicion of domestic terrorism and corporate espionage, so expect a warm welcome.
Should I assume hostility from the suspect?
I assume you'll find sensitive data there. Look for it thoroughly and make sure it comes straight back to my hands. Tenement across the street from the arcade, apartment 12. Now go, I've got to prepare for a meeting. And remember, if you won't take care of it, another cop will have to. Another cop that isn't quite as resistant to deadly surprises as you are.
Whatever the fuck that means. Oh yeah, the apartment is just that broad. But no, so I didn't go and switch my thing over to offline mode. So like I'm sitting on the plane trying to go and like play Final Fantasy 4 Pixel Remaster. And saying like, no, you can't do that and shit. So, and I happened to be on a plane at the time, right? And this plane, they had a thing, they had 30-minute free Wi-Fi. So I actually was able to log in through, I was using the airplane's Wi-Fi, their free Wi-Fi thing to log in and authenticate with the Valve servers. So I was able to go and play my entire library, that was installed on my deck. But if I had been able to do that, all I would have had was like just like my old emulation shit, which granted, yet more than enough shit to play there, but that and also podcasts. Like I re-listened to old like Jim Cornette experiences and drive-throughs like constantly while I was there. Just because it was like it was like a piece of home, and it like just kept me sane because I could always listen to it and laugh. Okay, what quest do we have here? Oh, there's some other ones here that I can do too. Let me. Oh, so there isn't a lot of them, I guess. What? Oh, hey, what are you, fucking retarded, sir?
Smoking is dangerous, not to mention illegal.
I don't give a shit about either.
then you must suffer the consequences.
No one in this country values independent thinkers anymore.
Yeah, okay, pal. Where's the domestic terrorism one? Yeah, why did you change my thing, pal? Okay.
I'm sure I'm in the right place, but I can't see my FTO anywhere. Could I have his name, please? Over.
Sure thing. It's Officer Rat. He should be in one of the dumpsters. That's the only place he belongs.
What about you, Art? How? Well,
Right.
I haven't seen anyone or
So
talked to
much for
anyone
my
online
field
for
training.
like, well, not counting yesterday, for like 3 weeks. So now it's pretty much out of the Gout verse and other stuff. Hey, how come this didn't pop up?
Officer Washington, I will be your field trainer for today. Requesting readiness confirmation.
Yeah, thanks for the offer, but maybe the others are right. I might not really be cut out for field work.
Oh, okay, so they do count as that. Find clues in the victim's head and stomach. Okay, what the hell kind of thing is this?
If we live the way others want us to live, what kind of life would it be? Or rather, whose?
You're right. I want to be my own man. Officer Washington reporting for field training.
Good, you have your body armor on. Well done. What about the rest of your gear? Service pistol?
Got it.
Spare ammunition?
Check.
Duty light?
Never part with it.
Good job. Preparation is the most important. So is knowing your surroundings. Are you familiar with this area?
Isn't this the part of the city where it gets really busy like all the time?
Hope I don't consume too much caffeine.
I
already
think that
having
answers
some
my
tea.
question.
Please, I need your help.
Set the radio to my channel and follow me.
Roger that.
An officer needs to be confident. Straight back, sturdy walk, together with a clear and unshaking voice.
Are you kidding me? Well, I guess not. Sorry, just pulling some stuff up here. Okay.
Officers, thank God you're here. I really need your help.
Yeah,
What
your face
happens
don't your
is-
face don't
When
match your voice,
responding to a
sweetheart.
request for aid, the first thing is to introduce yourself to the potential victim. Watch and learn. I am Officer Murphy. How do you do, madam?
Well, to tell you the truth,
The second thing is to reassure the victim of their safety. Madam, you do not need to be afraid anymore. We are here to help you.
yes, but it's not about me.
The third thing is...
I'm quite familiar with the field training manual, so if you don't mind, I'll take over.
What?
Ma'am, could you please tell us what happened?
It's my cat, Fortune. He's missing. Fortune is my biggest treasure. I can't lose him.
Do you have any idea where he might be?
The only place I can think of is the basement. I've also heard some ruckus coming from downstairs today, but the lights aren't working, and my eyesight's not so good anymore.
Buy a flashlight,
Is it okay for us
sweetheart.
to investigate the basement?
Yes, it makes an excellent
Hell is all that
opportunity
noise?
for low-light training. Let us proceed downstairs.
Good luck down there. The cat has that name for a reason. He really brings fortune. So don't you come back without
Turn your
him.
flashlight on.
Right.
Duty light can be advantageous, but it can also be a liability. Keeping it close to you creates a clear target for the violators. It is good practice to hold the duty light away from your body.
I don't remember reading that in the field manual. Did you get it from a different book?
No, from experience.
Bitch. Okay, so what are all these other things that we're matching with instead? Like rats and mice and shit? Guess that'd have to be it.
Clear. Clear. Hey, I think I just saw the cat. You think I should try to remove these planks?
Stand aside.
Yeah, why the hell would I have you do it, pal?
Gosh, you're strong, ain't you?
Let us get back on track.
Sure thing. What was that?
Ah. We can get any signs of this freaking cat anytime soon?
Ah, man, I walked into a mess. And now my shoes are covered in strawberry jam.
When chasing a suspect, do not rush head first. Take blind corners as wide as possible. Cuts down on being surprised.
I guess is it in the refrigerator? Oh, good.
The fugitive has left a trail. This time, pace
The
yourself.
fugitive?
Do not get out of breath during a foot pursuit. You will need stamina to engage the fugitive later.
You're right. Oh, looks like he stopped by the spilled paint can.
Suspect might be intoxicated.
I used to know these kids who gave their cat stomach medicine to make it loopy.
Is there a moral to that story?
Cats are susceptible to substance misuse. Shh. I heard something. I think it's coming from the piano. That cat must be hiding inside. Let me lure it out.
Go ahead.
There it is! It's escaping! Darn it! It went through here, but that's a very narrow passage. Let's try the door. It's locked, but I can try to squeeze through that gap.
Go ahead.
Okay, here I go. It's actually not as bad as I thought. Cool. Now let me get that door open for you.
Sorry, what was blocking the door? Or was it just locked? I I realized after I let him in, or let him said, you know, you do it. It's like, well, what's he? The fuck's he gonna do to help out?
What was that? I'm afraid this time it's a one-way street, Mr. Cat. But where are you hiding?
Oh, look at the little mug in that bug.
There he is. Oh gosh, Fortune. You look a mess. You think he's all right?
The cat is fine. You can take it back to its owner. I will clean up any remaining mess.
Okay, see you soon.
Ow. What? Oh, this was a random twist. Shot wound. Oh. Hell is that?
It's Washington. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. What is your status?
We've got a problem. I'm on the second floor and have a visual on multiple armed suspects entering our location. Most of them are heading your way, but I can hear some coming up the stairs.
Do not engage yet. Take your time and find the most advantageous location.
Got it.
Officer Washington?
Sir.
Keep cool. I am coming up to have your back.
Glad to hear that, sir.
Yeah, I'll probably go a little bit longer on this. And saving a cat lead to this.
Shoot him in
I'll probably wrap up this mission because it's early, but I'm freaking hungry now. Been up for like 2 hours. The other thing too, like in China, like I kept eating like the same shit over and over. I mean, it was, well, maybe shit is the wrong word. The same foods over and over. I mean, they were good. But it was like, you could only have like, you know, you can only have wontons for breakfast so much, or it doesn't matter how good something is. You can only have it so many times in a row before you just get sick of it. Unless you're one of those demented people who can just like eat the same thing every day regardless, which I'm not. But
I don't think I can hold him off for much longer, sir. We're in Pig. Nowhere to hide now. Drop your guns! Ah!
What is your status?
I'm hit.
Remain calm. I am here.
how does this all tie back to the cat?
That was tense. I need a breather.
Oh, did fucking Ulysses do this all by himself?
Officer Washington, your performance today was impressive.
Thank you, sir. Means a lot coming from you.
You will be fine. It is only a superficial wound.
See? I've told you that cat brings luck.
Okay, it brought a lot of
Isn't
luck,
this just
sweetheart.
Wonderful.
Yeah, don't mind all the blood and bodies there, ma'am. I don't know if by some chance anyone's online. I guess I'll just raid to heaven after this. Never mind. There's no one while we watch. Okay, well that was fun. I wish I didn't have to wake up so early, but I'm glad I at least ran into a few people to talk to. But anyways, I'm gonna go and start my day finally. This long day. Hope I can get a few naps in here and there before Dynasty tonight. Anyways, hope you all have a good rest of your weekend. And I will see you all later.